Hey guys, it's Andrew with the Avalon Legacy. So continuing from my last video where I was showing off my main collection binders and stuff. So shiny Pokemon cards are my first collection goal. My second is collecting every Mew card. So similar thing, I don't count first editions as like a separate, card that I need. Though most of my Japanese Mew are first edition, but I have one that's not first edition. But, maybe I'll upgrade to first edition eventually. But for now, I don't count first editions because it's still the same. I've been trying to think of what word to use. It's the same like release, you know what I mean? Like a first edition is it just has that stamp. There's no like difference in the card other than that. It's like I just don't count it. So I currently have, oh god, what am I at? I have the document up right now. Oh. I think there's like 160 different versions. That's including the new ones that are coming out in the 151 set in Japanese, so I already have those listed on my list. So I have 148, I think it is. Wow, what did I click? So we'll get started here. So first one, obviously starting with the Fossil Mew. It was in the Fossil set in Japan, but they took it out for the first, to be a promo card as the first Mew card in English. I want to point out this one specifically because this is the Japanese Gata magazine glossy version. It's hard to tell in the sleeve, so I wanted to... There, it has the glossy because you had to peel it off. So it's made with Japanese cardstock. Media Factory used to print for the Pokemon card game, so it was printed by them. So that's literally the only difference between these two. Everything else is the same, all the copyrights and everything. But a very rare version not many people know about, and I didn't know about it until way later, I don't know how much it's going for now. I got mine for $90 from France. Somebody in France had it. And then, of course, the holo version. The Japanese CD / vending series promo, never came to English. Then we have 4 of the Ancient Mew versions. Here is the rarest version, which I have graded, CGC 8. This is the one that it has the original holo and also the it says Nintendo. So this was only released for a very short time. It's the rarest of all the Ancient Mew versions. So this is the original era version. I'll zoom in on that as well. It says Nintendo at the bottom instead of Nintendo. So that's the most widely common one in Japanese. This is the second rarest Japanese version. So this is when they switched to the Galaxy Holo. And it is also corrected, Nintendo. This was a really hard one to find. Because sometimes people even list it as the English... No, they list the English one as this version. But this is the Japanese version. Here, I'll compare it with the English version. So this is the Japanese one. It's not as saturated. The borders are thinner. You could tell really well from the borders. And this is the English super widely released one, in North America, Europe. You can tell it's much more saturated. And the borders are way thicker. And of course it has, the biggest tell is the English copyright information. Japanese uses a different font and doesn't include wizards, of course. So there's those Ancient Mew versions. There's a lot of confusion about those different versions, so I thought I'd talk about that a little bit in more detail. Then the next page, so I have to unfortunately move around a lot because my arm doesn't go high enough, but there's the famous lily pad Mew, people call it, even though he's sitting on a rock, we come up with terms and they're not entirely correct sometimes, but, And then it didn't get released until we were already in the Neo era in English, which is funny that it uses the Neo template. I think it's one of only... Yeah, the Southern Island. This is the only 2 examples of, like, cross template or cross-generation releases, technically. So that's cool. And then, of course, my favorite card of all time, the Shining Mew. Koro promo. And then we go to Expedition, E-Series 1. So there's the Japanese non-holo and holo. Then there's the English holo and reverse. And then there's the English non-holo and reverse. So I didn't know until recently. This is like maybe a year and a half ago. These are different. They have different set numbers. This one says 19. And this one says, what is it, 55? Yeah. And you could tell the E symbol is yellow because this is the holo reverse. And this is the non-holo reverse. So I literally had to reorganize my whole binder to fit that, and it was annoying. And I didn't even know that there was a difference, so that's hilarious. So this is the Sunset Mew promo that was in McDonald's packs in Japan, exclusive. That's one of my favorite Mew cards of all time. I traded for that at the 2018 World Championships. I traded a bunch of random like modern gold cards for it. I was very happy about that. And this card, this was the first EX they ever made, actually, which is funny. The copyright date is 2003 at the bottom there. And it was the first EX they ever made. It was through the Play promos in Japan. Same thing with this. This was a Play promo also. This is the, you write your name in there, the owner's Mew. That's a really, both of these, all three of these are top favorite Mew cards easily. And then we have the, Mirage Forest / Legend Maker. We have the Japanese, it was in a deck in Japanese. And then we have the English holo and the reverse with the gold name and the stamp, which is awesome. I got that from the Cat's Meowth millions of years ago. And then we got EXs. This is the first, set release EX. Legend Maker, Mirage Forest, and then the 2 World Championship versions of that. And then the Holland Phantoms one, the gift box set, and then Holland Phantoms in English. And then this is a Meiji promo in Japanese. And then we got this non-holo version. These should actually be swapped because I just put the non-holos next to each other. This was in the English release of Lucario and the Mystery of Mew, my favorite Pokemon movie. And this is still sealed also. The little card there. I wrote "Don't open" on the back. And then the holo version, which was a box topper, a secret rare in English for Holland Phantoms. It's kind of cool they did that, I guess. And then this one, this is one of my least favorite ones, but we got the Japanese. I forget what this was from. It was like a card file promo or something. Then you have the Pop 4 non-holo, then you have the holo version that was in like blister packs. And then this version, I really like this card. This was in a Japanese file promo from like Toys R Us or something. And then the English one in one of those random power collection boxes or whatever. And then this like alternate art version, quote unquote, from the same artist. This was a McDonald's promo. You could see the little M at the bottom. Yeah. And then of course Gold Star Mew down there. We have the Japanese, this is the non-first edition one. I traded for this a long time ago at a regional event. Like, I don't remember, 2014, maybe 2015. And then the English and World Championship versions, which I showed in my Shiny collection video, obviously. Okay, and then so now we get into, this was a Japanese deck promo. They had like movie decks. It came with a Lucario, and there was a Mew also. And then the Japanese, this is a Battle Road 2005 promo, no, 2006. Non-holo, then the non-holo from Pot 5, and then the holo, the regular holo, and the error version, which has an upside-down back. I'll show you. So this is the front of the card, obviously, and then the back is upside down. Pretty rare nowadays. They were pretty common. Pretty much, I don't remember if it was European or not, or something. Oh, I put it in wrong. I put it in purposefully upside down. Yeah, some people don't know about that one. And then, of course, we have the 10th anniversary, the movie 10th anniversary set promo with the little 10th stamp down there. And then we got Shining Darkness in Japanese, or Secret Wonders in English. This is a really nice holo bleed. But it's very common holo bleed for Secret Wonders cards, so. And then the reverse, of course. Reverses were pretty ugly in Diamond and Pearl, in my opinion, but I digress. Then we have the Rumble. This one took me forever to find. I don't remember how, I think I paid 45 or 50 bucks for this. Now it's even more expensive. That took forever to get. This is actually pretty expensive now too. I got this set when it first came out in the box with all the promos. Those are great. Those are such unique promos. It's called Pokemon Scramble in Japanese. And then we have the Lost Link Mew Prime, or Mew Great as they're called in Japanese, and then the Mew Prime in English. Those cards are really nice, very nostalgic. And then we finally get into the EXs, more modern, obviously. So we have Dragon's Blast, yeah, in Japanese, and then Dragon Frontiers, or Dragon's Exalted in English. Mew is in a lot of Dragon-y sets, I just realized. It's kind of funny. Then we have the two World Championship versions on Ian Witten, and then the other one, can't remember his name, John something. And then the Japanese full art down here. I'll show this close up because it's really sick. Oh yeah, that's nice. I bought this when it was really cheap now, also, it's first edition. I don't know how much it goes for now, but I got it when it was pretty new, so it wasn't too expensive. Okay, and then we'll go, there's the English one, and then there's Legendary Treasures, of course. I love that card. This card it did not used to be this expensive. It used to be so common. Of course, that was like almost 10 years ago now. So, we opened some boxes of Shiny Collection when it first came out in Japanese, and I pulled the Mew, but then I traded it for, I traded this and a lot of other cards for a Latias Star at my locals one time, a long time ago. It was really beat up, but I needed Latias Star, and it was so expensive even back then, so, and then I got a second copy, obviously. And then really rare, I don't know how much this is going for. I'm going to look that up after this video probably, but the Japanese, was it Battle Carnival? Yeah, Battle Carnival. I can't read that. Oh, Spring. Yeah, the Battle Carnival Spring 2013 promo, and then it came out in English in Legendary Treasures without the stamp, obviously. That blister is very rare. I think it only came out in Europe for some reason. I don't know why they did that. They just randomly black and white. The blisters were not all released in America for some reason. And then Japanese, what is it called? Awakening Psychic King, and then Fates Collide in English. And I also have a signed version of that by Mitsuru Arita, which is awesome. Did I skip one? No, I didn't. Okay. There's some jumbos too I'm going to show. And then this is the Legendary Dream Shine collection. It actually came out in English first, part of the 15th or 20th anniversary, which was funny. And then later on in the year, they came out in Japanese. That's kind of funny. I like this artwork's really. I mean, this is one of my favorite Mew cards, like for sure. It's actually like it's my favorite like non-shiny Mew card, I think. No, I like the Sunset Mew more actually, but it's up there. Should actually rank the Mew cards. That would be fun. Then we have the English exclusive Super Premium collection for Generations, which came out in 2016. Japan never got it for some reason. I don't really know why. It's very rare that we get cards that Japan doesn't. And then we have the CP6 Expansion Pack 20th Anniversary, of course. I love how they put this in the set. It just makes me so happy. And I have all the versions of that. So Japanese, English Holo, English Reverse, then the non-Holo that was in like the pre-release kits. And then I have First Place for League. I'm so glad they made these. These are really expensive now too. And then I have up there second, third, and fourth. Oh, yeah, and then Best of XY, which came out in the Sun and Moon era. So technically it's cross-gen, but like not really because it still uses the old template other than the set number in the Illustrator being moved around. So they have the regular, the Holo / reverse, whatever you want to call it. And then this one, this is such a random release. It came out in one of those extra battle deck boxes they made during like right after the Sun and Moon era started, because these cards were still legal. The only difference is that set number pretty much from the Best of XY cards, which is so funny. I didn't even know that existed for so long. And then this card, I'm gonna talk about this one. This is the 20th anniversary God, I forgot where it comes from. It's like it was like a special Battle Day 20th anniversary event. And you could only get it by winning in that event. It only took place over like 3 days or 2 days. And I found it in 2019 in a random card shop on one of the last days of my Japan trip in 2019. And it was 100, no, that's too much, 10,400 yen, I believe, or 10,600 yen. It's like not focusing. And I bought it instantly. I had no reservations of buying this, and now it's worth like over $2,000. Definitely one of my prized Mew cards, obviously, other than just this whole binder. I kind of want to get it graded. I can't really tell. It has a shot at 10 for sure. It's a little thicker on the bottom, but you can barely tell. So this is like just the fact that I have this and is just like so satisfying, and the bead drill in the background, which is awesome. Yeah, very nice. And then we have the 2 Shining Mew from freaking Shining Legends. Really nice card. I'm very glad they made those. And then we have Unbroken Bonds / Double Blaze in English. Yeah, 9, 10. Okay. We got the Japanese, English Holo, English Reverse. There's so many. I think this is the Mew card that has the most versions, which is hilarious. And then the English non-holo, the 2 World Championship versions, the Tag All-Stars holo, the Tag All-Stars Reverse, and then the promo, I forget what it came in. It was like a promo box. It came in a sealed pack with a Eveltal that has the star holo. I'll show it because it's really nice. Yeah, amazing artwork by Sui, who also did the alternate art Mew and Mewtwo GX, which I'll show in a second. So we have the tag team Mew and Mewtwo and Mew GX. Sorry, I gotta say it in the right order. So I have the Japanese. I have the Japanese promo Jumbo from Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution. I don't really know why they made this for that movie. It's kind of weird. But it does have the promo in the bottom with the SMP. So that's really cool. I'm glad I have that. Then we'll go here. Okay. So we got the tag team. You know, I have the regular Japanese, regular English, the World Championships English, then the Tag All-Stars Japanese, and then the Full Art Japanese, Full Art English, and then the alternate art Japanese, which that's one of the Mew cards I spent the most to get. It was $200. Now it's worth way more, obviously, but I bit the bullet on that, and I didn't get it right when it came out, unfortunately, so I had to pay that. Luckily, I have not spent more than $200 on any single Mew card in this binder, which is awesome. So there's the English promo version, you know, it came in the tins instead of in the set. Then we have the Rainbow Japanese, the Rainbow English, and then the amazing gold colored, you know, full art from Tag All Stars, which didn't come out in English, sadly, but it's fine. I have it in Japanese, obviously. I thought they were going to make a third box with it, you know, to go along with the Pikachu and Zekrom and the Reshiram and Charizard, but it's fine. And then the English exclusive freaking pin box promo for Hidden Fates. Another card that's just randomly English exclusive. I don't know why they didn't just make it in Japanese. And then we have the regular Hidden Fates one, which came in the Japanese family box. And then they put it in Hidden Fates. You see it has the stamps down there, which is cool because at first it didn't have the stamp in English because it was in Hidden Fates, but then they made the stamped version. So that's really cool. I'm glad they did that. It's trapped in there. It's fine. And then we have the 2 modern Ancient Mew. So normally I only count this binder, you know, English and Japanese. That's what I collect. So this is the Japanese one from the Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution pamphlet. It has the 2019 copyright date. That's, you know, other than the holo being slightly different, that's the only difference from the original Ancient Mew. But then this one, this is the Korean release of the same promo. I count this because, yes, it's a Korean release, but the card isn't in Korean. Obviously, it's not in English or Japanese either, so it's kind of funny. but it has the 2020 copyright date. That's the main, you know, draw of it. So it's still an Ancient Mew, so I count it, you know, even if it's a Korean release, I still count it as part of the master list, you know. And then we got all the Mew V and VMAX all on one page, which is awesome. Well, not anymore since they're releasing the Play prize pack versions, but so we got the Mew V from Fusion Strike, Fusion Arts in Japanese, the World Championship version. We have the Mew VMAX, and that's the World Championship version right there. The Mew V from the Japanese start deck, the Psychic start deck, the VBAT V start deck, that's what they're called. And then the English Darkness Ablaze, they just threw it in there. It was also a tin promo, but there's no difference between the set version. And then we have the regular Fuller in Japanese, regular Fuller in English. The alternate art, that's one of my favorite Mew cards for sure. My favorite part is the droopy on his head. It's just so cute. It's precious. And it's Naoki Saito, which you can never go wrong with that. And I love Smeargle. Smeargle's one of my favorite Pokemon. Textricity also. I love it. They're like in a parade or something, or like a celebration kind of thing. They're just walking. It's just so good. I love it. And so I have the Japanese English of that. I am missing, there's one of the few Mew cards I'm missing. I gotta work on that this year. The Japanese, or the English Rainbow, I have the Japanese one. And then the Japanese alternate art VMAX, and the English one, of course. This is another Mew card I spent. It was 200. No, I got it for like 190. This is so sick. The colors on this and the objects and everything, like, it's just, this is such a good card. Yeah, really nice. Flawless texturing as usual. And the English one's not as nice, but, you know. So good. I like how the colors are a little more saturated on the English ones. So there's that. And then the gold Mew. You know, these ones, like, I like them. They just, like, I don't know, the solid black background doesn't really do it for me. There's no texture there. And the hollow bleeds through it. It would have been really cool if the black was, like, solid black with no hollow coming through, and the hollow was just on the Pokemon and all the, like, accents and stuff, but it's fine. They're still cool, it's just they're not as cool as they could have been. And then this page, we have, this is another Mew that has just been printed to death. We have the 25th anniversary regular and the mirror version, which has like a reverse pattern all over it. And then the English version, the Japanese, that's the Start Deck 100 version. And then the mirror foil Start Deck 100 version. And then the, oh god, what did this come in? Oh, the freaking Starbirth, the V-Star Premium Collection box thing, where they give you lots of playable cards for that. And then the of course, the 25th anniversary shiny full art Mew. This I paid $80 for, I think, if I remember right. Yeah, really nice. Not much difference between the English and Japanese, other than obviously the stamp and the texture being more fine, but two very nice cards. I'm very glad they made these. Such a nice, I pulled that on the release day of Celebrations. I think I said that in my other video. And then we got the two, you know, the Classic Collection and the, yeah, it's called the Classic Collection in English too, right? Yeah. Mew EX, which is awesome that they included that. I don't have, I need to put a disclaimer, I don't have the Creatures 25th Anniversary deck version. I like half count that because I count it as like a holy grail that isn't part of my master list, because it doesn't have the traditional card back, and it was such a limited release. I don't even know how people even got their hands on those, honestly. But maybe someday I'll have one, you know, in the future. So then I'm missing a lot here because V-Star Universe and Crown Zenith, you know, I have to just buy the V-Star Universe ones, so I'm missing, you know, the regular, they reprinted this one again in that set, which is funny. And then, you know, blah, blah, blah. I have the regular V from Crown Zenith, And I'm still missing the Galarian Gallery one, but I do have... Oh, I forgot to show this Jumbo Mew V from the Best Buy box or whatever. So I have that. And then on the other side, I have the V-Star Universe Art Rare promo Jumbo they made in those like Jumbo card packs, which is awesome. I don't have it in regular size yet, but you know, it's so cute. I love it. This is Ryota Murayama. Huh. Yep, so that's nice. And then the last page, obviously, I just have spaces for the future releases. So, yeah, so that's the whole thing. Crazy, right? I'm only missing... I didn't even update that number. I'm only missing 12 Mew cards, so that's really awesome. I'm hoping to finish it sometime this year, you know. That's about it. So thanks for watching, and look forward to future collection videos. I'll be making a good amount of them. Okay, bye guys.